So I believe that Airbnb and long-term rental are two different styles of investors. This is my belief system, so I'm going to share this part with you. I believe you have to ask the questions with your clients as they're buying the house. For me, I do not want to be attached to somebody for a long time because I just got done telling you that I've been dragging around my lawn guy for 10 years. And if I don't have a lawn and I ever move out of that house, I'll probably find him a job because that's how I feel about my humans. So I'm not a person that if I rented, that I would feel good about raising their rent every single month. I just wouldn't. Or when I needed to raise their rent. Or if they had kids and I had to evict them. I'm not built like that. I cannot do that to humans. I am a freak. I drag around the same people. I want everybody to be happy. I have 6 kids, so I make everybody tea and popcorn and make sure everybody's happy. Like I would be way too coddly with my renters, and I would need to treat it like a business, and I wouldn't be able to. So with short-term rental, I created this nook for myself where I get rid of them every 48 hours. Have fun! And then they go down the highway and I'm fine and they're fine and everybody's happy. It's a personal belief system for me that I just don't know that I could do it. I actually went to go invest in this fourplex and I came in during the inspection and there were probably 7 people living in a 2-bedroom in these 2-bedroom apartments, like 7 to 10 people living in these 2-bedroom apartments. And the landlord that was selling this fourplex, just total slumlord. And some of the tenants were illegal, and they were living in the storage units in the garage with no windows, no electricity in there. You could see the candles had been burning all night long. And I got up to the 2nd floor and this little girl came out. She's about 10 years old. And she said, now what's funny is I told you guys my story about childhood, right? I mean, I only lived in rentals growing up, right? How many rentals did we probably get evicted from, right? So I just am not that human. You have to talk to your buyers. Who are they? So I get up to the 2nd floor and the little girl comes out and she keeps talking to me. We're in the middle of an inspection. I'm in a purchase agreement. I'm like about ready to buy this fourplex. There's people in the room and somebody jumped out of the 2nd story window so they wouldn't get caught because they thought that I was from immigration. They thought I was from immigration. I'm not from immigration. I'm thinking about buying your place. And then I'm thinking I would be such a good landlord. And then all of a sudden I was like, but I wouldn't, because I wouldn't treat people like this. And I can't. So I actually pulled out of that deal. And even though that would have been the most smoking fourplex and it would have been great for a slumlord, it's not how I'm built. So when we talk about rental versus Airbnb and cash flow, you have to know your person first. There are people out there that are totally fine being a slumlord and people that'll, also keep the renters for 14 years. And my thing would be like, after a year, I'd be like, how are we buying you your first house? How do we get your down payment going? You know what I mean? Like, I'd be working on them. So I just think it's different. Do you guys disagree? I mean, if you disagree, let's just talk about it openly because this is a great forum to talk about that. Most investors, they're not built like me. That's why I didn't rent out my place for the first time. And then after they flooded my bathroom, I didn't rent it for another 5 months.